Hi everyone, I'm going to do an art journal page today, but first the winner of the giveaway from last Monday is Dolores Kwan. So Dolores, please contact me. I will leave my details in the description box down below. So that's for you. That's the giveaway. There will be another giveaway at the end of the video. It's part of my evil plan to make stuff and just send it out to you. So for anyone who wants to participate in the giveaway, just leave me a comment down below. So if you've seen my last live, you know I'm a little bit with cold. My voice is not yet back to itself, so I hope you can understand what I'm saying. I took out all kinds of papers. I've got some music sheet, I've got book pages, all kinds, some dictionary pages, and these pages with, I don't know, some Chinese writing, which I really like, that it goes like this, and I really want to use on my background. I'm leaving it to the end and probably going to cut it like this and add it on top of the other paper. So not a complete plan, but I'm just going to try and start gluing down some paper. And as I said, no plan at all. I'm using a glue stick. I want it to be quite fast, and I don't want to wait for wet glue to dry. So now I'm not going to cover the whole page, just part of it. It's going to be mostly in the background, and a lot of it is going to get covered, so I really don't care where everything is going. Let's see, I've got this piece. This is just a piece of paper that I stamped. This is a stamp. I had it for a long time. It was in one of my stashes, and now I'm just using it. I like to use all kinds of book pages, different size of fonts, and just so I will have more to look at, more details. Now I don't have to use book pages if I can just pick all kinds of stamps and just stamp in the background. Now the only thing is that if I'm using a stamp to get details in my background, then I would use a permanent ink, so when I'm adding other layers it won't dissolve and smear. So I took this piece just because it has some numbers on it. I'm not sure if they will show up when I'm doing the other layers, but maybe they will. Here it is, and more numbers, just so I'll have something interesting. And I also like if I have different shades to the pages. Okay, I'm mostly going from top to bottom and less with pieces that go like this. I don't know, just what I thought the orientation of the page should be, but you can do whatever you want. Like I have one piece here like this, so, and most of it is gonna get covered, so I'm not getting attached to any piece here. Let's see. Just getting rid of most of the white, because it's not interesting. And here we go. One more piece. Maybe I will put one here like this, maybe. So just a little bit more glue. You see, it's very fast. And of course, if I don't like something, I can always go with another piece of paper and cover it. So, what else? I just want something here and here. I don't feel the need to cover each white space, like I have white space in between the pieces, but I do want to cover most, just so if whatever will show through the other layers, I will have the details of all these pages. That's it. That's the only thing that I've planned. So I'm finished with this, and I want the Chinese pages to go on top. Let's remove this to the side, and I'm just going to use scissors. It would be fast. Not interested right now in this, and I'm just going to go with the lines. Another thing to use is washi tape. Could do the same thing. This one a little bit crooked. What can I say? Not interested in this. Not interested in the white spaces, so I'm just getting rid of them. Okay, so just going to start gluing these pieces. Again, this is random. And part of it will get covered. Okay. I don't even know if I'm putting them in order or not. It really doesn't matter. It's just an element in the back. Yeah. So this is it. And now I want to add some color on top. And I want to push back some of the details. And let's see. What colors do I want today? I'm telling you, this is not planned. I'm just... I just had some kind of, let's say, vision of this background, and that's it. So I'm putting a little bit of white acrylic paint, which now went here. And I'm feeling like some blue, just Need to figure out which one. I'm taking this one. Okay, and we'll see. I'm going to start with these two and we'll see where it gets me. Just putting this here, and I want it diluted so some of the details will show, and I think some I'm going to just cover, and some I'm going to make it a little bit translucent so things will show up. Now I'm just taking from the white, and I'm going especially where I have the edges of the pieces, just so it would blend more in between and into the rest of the page. It's not super important, it's just a feeling of what I want to blend more or cover. I need more paint. I can also do it with just a finger. It doesn't have to be with a brush. It's really up to you and how you like to work. Sometimes I'm using my fingers, sometimes not. You can also do this with gesso. You see, I can just go and use my fingers to smear this. I just like a more blended look in between the pieces. That's it. And not all of them, not everything needs to be blended. Okay. So now I'm just adding a little bit of water to this. And I'm just going lightly to push back the details. First I'm using this white, and then I will go and start adding a little bit of color with the light blue I've got here. First I'm using the white just to see where it gets me. You see, pushing back the details into the background. And always go lightly. You can always add later on if you feel something needs to be pushed back more. You can't subtract, so go easy and take your time deciding what needs to be pushed back and what needs to show through. More water. Okay, so I'm switching to the glue and adding water. Again, this is quite random. I don't have any plan for where it's going. Kind of spreading it around. Like someone spilled some, I don't know, watercolors for that matter. And I'm also considering using some watercolor on this page. I have too much paint here. As long as it's still wet, I can remove some of it with a baby wipe, so not all is lost. Just a little bit more water. Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to add some watercolor just because it's easier than diluting acrylic paint, but as you can see, it can be done with acrylic paint. I'm just taking this set of watercolors. I've got it for ages. This is Pelican. I'm not sure if they are still making watercolors. Okay. Again, I'm just going lightly, adding another shade of blue. It doesn't even have to be blue. Maybe I will add another color just to break all this blue in the back. Not sure yet. Did I say not planned? Okay, just easier to add water to where the paint is. Okay, I'm really feeling that I need another completely different color to add. I'm also spraying, just helping this to spread and blend. So you know what, I think I want some green here. Let's see. Not completely colorful, but still just to break down from the blue. I'm also letting this blend, as long as it's wet, some of it can be blended in between. It's creating other shades, and I'm trying to be brave and leaving some of it white. Okay, so I like how I still have text and all these details in the back. Now I need for this to be completely dry before I'm adding anything else, because I'm thinking of adding maybe either stenciling or stamping. Maybe stenciling, because I've got lots of texture with all the gluing of the paper pieces. So I think I'll go with stenciling, something soft, maybe with distressings. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry and I'll be back. Okay, so this is dry, and went looking for a stencil that will work for me, and this is some a stencil that I made a long time ago. It's just out of a plastic page divider, and I'm going to try and use this. It's a little bit flimsy. Since I've done stencils from this stuff, I graduated to do stencils from acetate, which is has more substance. So okay, so I picked two distress inks, Stormy Sky and Evergreen Bow, and I'm going to start doing this. Of course, I could have just taken some acrylic paint with makeup sponge. This way I thought would be a little bit softer, but we'll see. So I'm just starting with one color and we'll see how it looks on the page. Maybe I need a darker color, I don't know yet. I'm just starting with this, and maybe a darker color, but I still want it to remain soft, so we'll see. I want it to stay in the background. I don't want it to take away from the focal point that I want to put on the page. Maybe I'll just do this and then add a little bit of darker color on top. We'll see. Since I could find these makeup brushes with different color handles, then now I have a brush for each color. And I don't need to clean them in between. Yeah, I'm going to bring my focal point, which is one of my drawings, and just to see how it goes on the page and where I want to add more detail. So basically that's where my focal point is going to be, and I'm thinking I need a little bit more of the I don't know what you call it, the vines, whatever, here, and I want something here, just so it will reflect the same thing. I don't know how to explain it. I'm taking a darker green. This is pine needles, and let's see. I want it here, but I'm going to start again softly so it wouldn't overwhelm the page. Okay, yeah, now I like it, and I'm going to do the same thing here in the corner. Yeah, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to do all the colors so it would be more interesting. The more shades, the more dimensional everything looks. So I'm just spreading it around. Again, it's not really planned. I'm putting it quite randomly on the page. Finished with this color. The darker green I will put on more later, I'm sure. And now I'm adding from the blue one that I used. Yeah, I don't even have to do the whole thing. I can just do some of where I think it's needed. And if I want it even softer, I'm just not putting pressure on the makeup brush. I'm sick of this cold. Okay, yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, I like it. Okay, so now I need to just adhere it to the page. I'm going to use this B7000 glue just because it has a fine nozzle and it makes my life easier. Otherwise, this is printed on printer paper, copy paper, so it really doesn't need any strong glue, but as I said, it just makes my life easier to go into all these little details, so I can glue it to my page without too much of glue spilling out of the image, on the sides of the image. Okay. Yeah. So this is in place, and I feel like I need just a little bit more here, so I probably have left on the more ink on the brush, so yeah. And I'm gonna add here a little bit also. Yeah, just to break the lines that of the lines of the papers I glued. Yeah, I feel like I need something here, some words. Let's see, maybe one word, maybe something more. Let's see what I can find in now that okay, so I have these ones, and let's see, white will probably disappear here, so I'm thinking I need the ones with the black background. Let's see if I can find something. Okay, found something interesting to put here, and I'm going to cut it to, let's see, life was meant for a great adventure. Yeah. I'm trying to put it straight. Sometimes I'm so sure it's straight, and then I'm taking a step back and it's all crooked. Here we go. Stepping back. Okay, I like it. This is it. That's my page. I hope you liked it. And moving on from this page to the next giveaway. Here is the next giveaway. This small, I don't know what to call it, mini album, mini journal, greeting card, because it can be a greeting card. So this is one, and the second is like a journal I made with all kinds of stuff to use inside. Here are more stuff, and here you have all kinds of papers to play with, some printed, designed, some not, and you can also change and put whatever papers that you want. This is elastic, so it can be versatile. You can use it and change the papers. This is it. So that's my next giveaway, and whoever wants to be in the giveaway just needs to tell me in the comments down below. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.